Good afternoon. Okay, I don't know whether I'm live. Let me double confirm. All right. Okay, I'm live. Okay. Apologize, the network is just messing up over here. All right. Okay, so the dollar index, we are still not doing much because that's what is expected. The gap that we've traded to, price is just gonna pause and it's gonna wait for next month. All right. So as I said, you can't do much this week, and I don't expect traders to be all over price this week. Just be careful. Okay. It might sound okay. You can see what price is moving. Yeah, price is always gonna move. Right? Price will never stay still. That's never gonna happen. But you being able to predict what it's going to do, that's the hard part, right? It's gonna be very challenging for you to predict what it's going to do. That's why I suggest you sit on your hands till we start next month, right? And it's one of the hardest things to do because as long as the market is moving, you have to trade. And the answer is you don't have to, right? If you try to trade every single day, your account is gonna let you know that you're not supposed to. So the reason why I'm not giving much or doing much is because I'm waiting for the monthly candle to close. How we close is going to be important. So take the last week of the month as Friday. Just as you don't really trade on Fridays, you don't want to do much on the last week of the week. Okay? And I'm gonna sound like a broken record today because that's what it is. You don't want to be doing much the last week of the month because it's like Friday. Anything can happen. Price can reverse and go to the moon. It can reverse and take back. It can reverse and trade back below the previous month low. It can do anything. So this is the target for the month when we started the month, and we got that. So the rest is just let those that did not catch any of that move, let them scrabble for the rest, right? Let them pick the pieces because we've done the majority of it to the downside. We don't expect any more. So euro, I'm not expecting much. We are still going to be expecting higher prices when the next candle opens, next month candle opens. But today I'm not doing anything on that. If you want to, drop down to the lower time frame and then trade the I would say trade the lower time frame scalping patterns, but don't look for the higher time frame move to happen today. If it happens, great, but don't look for it. Anyway, and I'll say the same thing for all the currencies, right? All the currencies, everything. As a matter of fact, today we're supposed to even talk about something totally different from price action. That's how it's supposed to feel like, right? Because by me looking at the charts, then something will pop its head and I'll say, okay, look at this, look at that. But again, even if I give it to you, within me, I know it's not high probability, right? And you need to read it from what I'm saying, especially since Monday. Nothing is going to be high probability this week. And if you've seen how price has traded since this week on Monday, you know why. Because price has not been one directional. We started Monday up, down, Tuesday up, Wednesday down, today Thursday. So what is it doing? That's manipulation. Okay. So let's, in my opinion, actually talk about something different. But let's look at some of the pairs to anticipate what is going to happen going into next month based on the higher time frame. So euro, based on how this month is closing, it's a high probability price is going to turn around. Okay, it's a high probability price is going to turn around. Hence, you're going to start wanting to see next month potentially giving you a move up to this area here. So the month of March, you're going to be anticipating price giving a move to this area here. How will it do it? When we start the first week of the month, you want to see one up candle. Okay, one up candle. British pound, same thing. If we close this month like this, which is likely, then going forward, we want to see price trade inside this fair value gap. How will it going to do? When you open the new month, we want to see, based on what I'm saying, we might even come down here. You might come down here. We might even come down here before going up into that area. Okay, so when the month starts, this is how you're gonna mark your chart. You're gonna have this gap on the weekly, and we're gonna monitor how every single day is gonna trade. Because if they are going to go up, you might see down, down, down into this area, and then we start going up, and that will be the low of the month. Is it possible? Highly possible. Okay, so even if we get the first week to close bullish, we will be careful trading up, because this gap is always going to be a probability. Now, the NFP is going to decide that. So again, next week is going to be similar to this week. You're going to just pay attention, just sit and wait patiently. Let's see how the week is going to end. Are they going to come down by the end of the week? Or are they going to go up by the end of the week? Remember, the second and the third week or the first, even if you are going to trade the first week, I think first week is Monday, Tuesday. You can get day trades on Monday, Tuesday, maximum Wednesday. So you day trade or scalp between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then you stop. Okay, because Thursday, Friday can be manipulation, especially the Friday. So I'm giving you how I personally move in the market. Okay, how I do my things in the market. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you sit and you wait. Sorry, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can trade, but you trade day trades or scalps. Why? Because we're expecting that first week to be some form of manipulation. And if it's going to manipulate, you want to not want have a bias, like I'm expecting it to go up or I'm expecting it to go down. You're not going to do that. You're just going to trade what price gives you on the lower time frame. Of course, based on our analysis on the monthly, we expect price to go up, but for that particular week, don't have, okay, price needs to go up or price needs to go down. That's what I'm saying. Then after the first week, then the second week, by the end of that first week, you will have a good idea what that second week is going to be like. So for example, if the first week trades down, then you know that the second week is going to manipulate and trade down to this level, because all that the price is trying to do is to form a low of the month. So if the first week closed bearish and it does not get to this gap on the weekly, then the second week is going to open and drop to that level, and then you anticipate price to reverse that second week. So you have a bias for that second week. Then the third week is going to be your best week. Then the fourth week will give you again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, day trade or scalp. That's how I frame my action every month. Okay, so if you don't understand these things, you will fall trap for every move that is gonna present itself. And yes, you can get lucky when there's 2 weeks. The second week and the third week, you will get lucky because price will be expanding. You will happen to be in an expansion phase, and you feel like you are the trading god. Then the last week will come, and then all the things that you made in the second and the third week, I don't want to mention it. Okay, so that's what you'll be expecting on the British pound going into the month of March, right? Australian dollar, similar. So I'm not gonna repeat it. New Zealand dollar, similar. So I'm not gonna repeat it. We are expecting them to expand higher. Now, does it mean it's going to do it? No. It just means that there's a high probability that it's going to go that direction, but it does not confirm that it's going to do it. So if it's going to do it, you will know, because the candles will be printing, and then you know, okay, this candle is printing up candle, so it's gonna go up. This candle is printing down candle, so it's gonna go down. Whatever happens, you know what it's trying to do. Okay, so that's that for the images. So dollar CAD, I think. Sorry, let's go to the weekly time frame. I was expecting them to give a reversal pattern, and they happened to give it right in here. Right in here. Again, this is why I said sit and wait for it to happen, because if it's going to do it, it's going to happen. I'm expecting them to pull back into potentially above this candle or to this candle's low and then drop. And that's what I'm looking for. So if you go into the daily, it looks like this. Expecting them to trade to the candle roughly 50% of the week and then reject and come back down. Now, what happens if we go above it? If we go above it, then I don't think they will be going lower. Then we are wrong, and we potentially go up here. Okay, so all that you have to do, place the sell limit, stop, and then expect them to come down. For first objective will be below this low. Then the second objective will be this area here. All right, and that pretty much for this week. That's because we still have Friday to go. Okay, so if we don't get a big push today, then you're gonna anticipate it tomorrow. If tomorrow doesn't give it to you, forget about it. Then we will go back and then reanalyze it next week, because it's supposed to give, if you look at the day, so high of the week usually form between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it did form on Wednesday up till now. So we are saying this is the high of the week. So if that's the high of the week, then we need to start coming down. If we don't, then we will need to reanalyze it going into next week, right? So that's the only I would say trade that I like in terms of the crosses for today, because that's the one that I've been monitoring. Apart from that, the New Zealand card idea that I gave yesterday, it got almost to the target and then price came right back down. Okay, so that was a painful one. They stopped me out right here. I was just looking for that. It came very close to it and then came and stopped me out. So I'm just gonna sit and wait and see how the week is gonna end, because it looks to me, if I zoom in, as long as the week does not close like this, if it does, it's gonna close as a rejection. Then next week they might come for the candles low. Okay, since we still got 2 days to go, who knows, this could be a run on stops, because they can, and then price will resume going higher. If it does, watch this up candle, or if it's going to, watch this up candle on the H4, because they'll break it today. If it's going to, they'll break it today, and then you can look for maybe tomorrow to also expand higher, and then the week will end up as an up candle. Okay, if they break that H4, you are likely going to get the daily to close above previous days. Previous days too far. We might close as an up candle, and then tomorrow will give you a big one. Okay, so again, just sit patiently and then let's see what price is gonna give us. Okay, moving on, let's look at gold. So gold has eventually gone for that low, right? I think we mentioned that they were going to take that and then aim for this one. They've done that within the course of the month. I think it's equal. They will come for it anyway. So next downside objective will be this one. Okay, that will be the next downside objective. So gold expected to continue going lower to attack this low here. They'll take this one and that one. I didn't expect them to do all of that, this month, because it doesn't give us much in terms of targeting for the first week of the month of March, right? So definitely, I would say 80% confident that we will be dropping for the month of March into this area. Okay, the month of March we will be dropping to this area. Now this reminds me of 2019. It reminds me of 2019 when I was making some successful trades between January to April. Okay, January to April, because 2019 is when the market taught me a big lesson. That's when I was actually trying to help others by trading the account for them. And I remember March was the month that gave me the confidence. I was actually making some decent trades in March, especially oil, gold, and then the yen pairs. I was documenting everything, so I know why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I did get some decent moves on gold. I was predicting every move until I got to May. And then May punished me because I was overconfident at that time. Instead of me paying attention to price, I was paying attention to my P&L. My P&L was right; it was going up so quick. So instead of spending a little bit of time in looking at price, what price is trying to do, I closed my eyes thinking that I know it all. And then I got punished big time. So March is a good month that I kind of like, because I see there are great moves that happens and very, very predictable. That's what I'm saying. There's an 80% chance price is gonna drop here. So going forward, that will be your target down here. So let's see. For now, they're gonna come for this equal low, this low, and that low. Crude oil still nothing for me. They did come for the low yesterday. If I did exactly what I said on the 15 minutes. Remember I said I like this area, and they will do it during the 2 o'clock. So that's what they did. They took price in that area at that time, and then they came for the low that I gave you, and then price never looked back. They took it and rejected, and that's where we are now. So the question is, what is it supposed to do now? I don't know, to be honest. That's all I have. I don't have anything else going forward until we open next month candle. So as long as, or as far as I can tell, this can go up, it can go down, it will make a difference to me. So crude oil, we are going to be sitting on our hands and then wait how the month is going to end. Okay, ES. So ES, I did take a trade idea on it yesterday. You can still, what's the word? Drawdown. A drawdown, because I placed a sell limit right in here. The time of the day wasn't right. Okay, the time of the day wasn't right. I guess that's why price did not give a move at the time, because the time it created it basically was too late. So um, I just left the entry. Now, when I placed the entry, I was not expecting them to pull back the same day. I was actually expecting it to pull back today and then continue going lower. But I think about 2 hours after I placed it, it wicked my entry and then dropped down, and I just kept playing around. So yeah, I'm expecting them to go lower, by the way, to come and attack this low and then that low, so you can see where my target is. Now where we are now should have been the best entry, but I'm already in it, so I can't do anything about it. All right, so I'm expecting them to come for now where we are to this low. Now what would be the high time frame logic behind the trade? The high time frame logic was because yesterday was rejecting Tuesday's high, and I was expecting them to close at least not the way we did, but at least close somewhere down here. And then today will open, come up, come to the breaker here, and then go lower. That's how I anticipated the candle for me, but the day ended up coming up a little bit more than what I expected. But it doesn't change what I'm expecting. I'm expecting them to go lower. Now, if they come up here, that would be a higher high. So we will have a high like this. So if they do, I'll expect a quick rejection, and then I'll sell again because it will stop me out, and then I'll sell again. But until that's it, that's what I'm expecting. Let's move on to cryptos, and I think the story is going to be the same. Nothing has changed. AI 16, I'm expecting buyers to come in anytime the beginning of next month, or it can start tomorrow. Buy. Solana, think they will go for that one. Let me see if they've taken this. No, but they will. So I don't think this is a buy. It's still a sell. Okay, so I don't believe in this being a reversal pattern. I think, as a matter of fact, what's happening here is just a redistribution. They are selling, and then they will come back down again. Yep. And this doesn't look like someone buying to me. So if you see it going up, don't be excited. It will still come back down. This gap is going to hold price. Okay, this big one here is going to hold price. So if they come just above it, you might see a quick rejection, and then you're back down again. So don't get excited with this small Mickey Mouse move. Okay, don't get excited. Downside objective still remains. Bitcoin, that's where I was going to anticipate next month low to form, but they've actually dipped into it the same month. So when we open next month, or how we are going to close this month, let me say it that way. How we are going to close this month is now the most important thing ever. We don't want it to close like this. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. We don't want it to close like this. If we do close like this, that will not be reaccumulation. Okay, if they close like this, that will not be a reaccumulation, because reaccumulations, they don't close below up candles. Rarely they close below up candles. So what I mean by is, if price is going to, okay, in here, they will not close below up candles, because if it does, then something else is happening, which is not the buy that I'm seeing. So I'll have to change. So if this candle does not reject, we have about 2 days to go. If this candle does not come up below, above this candle's low, then there is a problem. The problem is price might be coming into a pullback rather than reaccumulating. So I have a feeling, based on that idea, that price might go up between today and tomorrow on BTC. Now, maybe you've not noticed, I analyze all the cryptos separately. I don't say because BTC is going to do this, then that's supposed to do that. Okay? BTC is going to do this, therefore, no. Every chart is different. So this is just for BTC. We need the BTC to reject the previous month low, period. If you don't, then there's a high probability they're going to start pulling back. So if, let me say it this way, if this candle close as it is, if you see anything going up, it's going to come back down again. If you see anything going up, it's going to come back down again. And it's going to come back to this range somewhere here. And then we expect them to go up again. But if we reject this, then we might survive with a continuation to the upside based on the monthly time frame. Okay, Ethereum, that is the target, right? So whatever you're thinking, that is where you want price to go. Yeah. Hype means the hype. Hype is still in that area. I think yesterday we talked about this H4 area. If we break it, then we go up there. If we don't, then they will come back down. It's still stuck in a small mini consolidation, but right now as it stands, we still have to just wait. There's nothing that we can do. Okay, Ripple, still we're still inside that wick. So the month, this is how I want Bitcoin to close by the end of the month. So that's what I was screaming at on that chart. It needs to reject. Yep, it's looking good so far. So that's what we want for the month. So between today and tomorrow, we should stay like this. And then next month. Now, what can happen next month? They can open, they can drop to come and attack this low, and then reject, and then start going up. That's what can happen. Okay, that's what can happen, and that's something you can anticipate happening. Will that change the narrative price going up? No, because this will give you the lower low. So that's why if they come for it, then you want a quick rejection. If not, then we should see just price opening and then go up. If this is a reaccumulation that I'm seeing, then that's these two scenarios is what you're going to anticipate. It's either they're going to open and then drop, take out this low and then reject and then go up, or they're going to open and go up. So on the weekly time frame, you're going to start watching how is the week trading next week. Okay, or even this week, because this week will finish on Sunday. But that will be something that will reflect on the monthly differently. So you might see the monthly candle, new candle opening and then going up, but it will still be within this weekly candle. Right? I don't know if I'm confusing people, but try and understand. The month will end tomorrow, but the week has not ended. This weekly candle has not ended. So the monthly candle will have a new candle, but the weekly candle will still be the same. So that weekly candle can still trade down and then reject, but that would just be a reflection of what is actually happening on the monthly, because the month will still end up as a rejection above previous month low. So the month will still end up like this, but this new candle will be here, and when you drop to the weekly time frame, it will still be this candle. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Right, so you might still see this candle dropping, but it will just be manipulation because it will be just the new month. Okay, so we expect them to reject and then go up if they go for that low. Okay, I think my ES is dropping. Let's go and check it quickly. Nice. Hopefully they will keep going down. Okay, let's look at the tool. Okay. I still haven't seen buyers in the market yet. This gap is still open, so buyers are still not in here yet. But is it good for sales? No. So the narrative is still the same since Monday. It has not actually changed. You're not going to sell, forget selling. Think only buy for long term. That's all you need to focus on. If you want to buy, you're buying for long term. You're not buying for tomorrow. You're not buying for next week. You're probably even not buying for next month. And then touch key, price is still within that range. We have not gone anywhere. So I still support the idea of price going up here, and then we'll see what's going to happen next. All right. So that's pretty much that. Again, I apologize for the network and the technical issues. I'm still familiarizing myself with OBS. I did use OBS a very long time ago, but you know, I'm trying to get quality streaming. That's why I have to come back to OBS, because I was using Zoom, and Zoom does not give a quality image for the streaming. It might look good on my side, but when it's being streamed to the audience, the quality is low. So I had to change, and I'm now adapting to OBS. All right. So that's why I face a little bit of technical issues. But going forward, I think I figured it out. I have too many things open, and I have to just turn them off. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow, same time, and we'll bring the same narrative. Probably tomorrow we will talk about something completely different. It might not be trading, because it will be the same narrative. Okay. let me go and check my trades, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.